morning. All right, in the pool parking lot, about to hit a swim. Main goal again is comfort and continuity. Let's get it. All right, swim is done. Let's go. All right, swim day. Didn't feel great, didn't feel awful. Was a little uncomfortable on some breaths, but I'm also noticing on the whole, I take in water a lot less than I used to. I'm more seaworthy. So that's sick. I hope that continues to be the case, but I'll still have those breaths where I take in some water and then I start to freak out and everything goes to the wayside. And then that just tires me out so much. So I just need to get A, used to that, and B, make that happen less. Also, I notice like I'll focus on one thing with my form and then everything else goes to the wayside. I think that's just the case with learning anything new. And I think as each step gets cemented into my muscle memory, it'll be easier. But right now I'm just like trying a million different things and like some things are sticking, some things aren't. I focus on something new and other things go out the window. So yeah, it's fun, but it's also tough. My big goal by the end of the week, I want to swim 200 yards continuous. All right, so I'm at 100 right now. I can do. It's not terrible, but it's still kind of tough. I think it's just going to take me pushing myself. Like I just got to be a little uncomfortable, get into that flow state, and I think I can do it. Swim workout done. I believe we have a run later today. But yes, that is it for the swim. All right, well, it was a busy day at work, so now it's 6:30. I got to do my run on the treadmill. I hate treadmill runs, and I hate workouts at night. But alas, this is what we're left with, so we're going to get it done. All right, 3.5 miles in. Probably going to go like 5. Treadmills suck, man. It's just that fun. Feels so much longer than running in real life does. 1.5 miles left. Watching the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen. Trying to power through. I just want to quit, but we gotta keep going. Let's go. All right, run is done. That sucked. I'm sweaty, but I did it. And those are the best when it sucks, but you still do it. 5 miles, 45 minutes. Got it done. I hate treadmills. No, thank you. Now the run's done. I want to show you guys this too, but I'm a big nerd, so I have nerd hobbies, and I've always been into 3D printing. I think I built a 3D printer when I was in middle school. I saw some posts about how it feels a lot better on the trainer if you have these like rocker feet, and then I'll put tennis balls in here, and it'll kind of make the trainer feel more natural. So yeah, I'm printing those out. This is the last one here. Each one took 18 hours to print, which is a very long time, but they're almost done. And I'm excited to try out the bike tomorrow with the new feet. Should be fun. Good morning. It's lifting time. Oatmeal. All right, the lift is done and that sucked. I think it's mostly because I went into it with a bad mindset, but I just woke up and I did not want to lift. I got to the gym and I did not want to lift, and I started lifting and I did not want to lift. So I think I just need to reframe my mindset. But also it might just be a low energy day. Sometimes those happen. You can't always be your best every day. I got the lift done. Put up similar weights as usual. Just felt tired. Lifting is my background, so like I love lifting, but recently, man, lifts have just been rough. I think I need to switch up what I'm doing in the gym so I can start to like it more. Lift is done. We've got a bike tonight. Hopefully I feel better for that. Let's get it. All right, so remember how you just saw that sweet clip of how I was printing the feet for the bike so that it would be on the feet for my next ride? Well, that's the case for 3 of the feet. However, the last one, you'll see there's a rubber thing on there. And that is because I broke it when I was trying to put it on. So now I'm printing another one. And sadly, this bike ride is going to have to be on a perhaps slightly wobbly trainer. I mean, it seems sturdy. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Big jump scare. Today, I think I'm going to do this Sweet Spot 12 Zwift workout. I was going to do like 14 minutes at Sweet Spot for 2 intervals, and this gets me similar and also gets me some like FTP work. Yeah, this is the plan today. Let's get into it. All right, first 12-minute Sweet Spot interval done. Oh, that was hard. My legs are really sore, and it's not helpful for a hard bike. But one more 12-minute interval and some little 1-minute FTP intervals, and then I'm good. All right, I gotta lock in. That was really hard, but I got it done. I think it's so hard because I had my strength workout this morning and I did lots of leg movements, which would make sense. It's just like, I don't know how to avoid that. Maybe I tried to avoid biking on the day that I do my strength workout, or maybe just even tone the strength workout back even a little bit more, but it's something I'll toy with. But yeah, my legs were just tired, and maybe I just have to fight through that, get used to it. And it was hard, but I got it done. I think it was my best 20-minute power, which is cool. But yeah, that bike's done. I'm excited for this 3D print finish so that I can try out the tennis balls. But yeah, next up is a swim. Excited to try out some swim stuff and hopefully get some actual usable footage. But yeah, peace. Good morning. Swim today is done, and man, the lifeguard said it and I was thinking it in my head. I just need to get out of my own head. I can go further. It's just swimming is like, it's so tough because you convince yourself you're gonna drown. It's like, I'm in a pool, I'm fine, like my heart rate's not that high, I can keep going, and I just need to believe that and keep going. But yeah, the max continuous swim was still 100 yards today. So that leaves Friday to do 200, and I'm going to go into Friday thinking I can do it. I just need to frame my mindset better. It's Wednesday afternoon. You know what that means. If you couldn't guess, it means it's time to run. I got these new tights. I'm excited to run in them, but like, how do tights work? Am I supposed to put something on top of them? Do I only wear the tights? Like, I don't know. I've never worn tights before. I don't know what to do with my life. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go like 5 miles, trying to slowly crank up the mileage, because I think I'm gonna do an 18-week marathon plan, which would actually start on this upcoming Monday. So I want to get my mileage up a bit to start that plan. But yeah, 5 miles easy. Let's go do it. All right, we're about A little over 3 miles into it. Feeling alright today. Not too bad. Trying to remind myself to slow down and stay in zone 2. It's tough. I'm also awful at recording my running. My thoughts are so jumbled, but yeah, it's snowy and windy and cold. And it kind of sucks, but I'm getting through it. I don't feel too bad. Gonna get this done, and then chill night tonight. Relax, maybe do some editing. Should be fun. Stay warm. Let's get it. 5 miles done. I successfully slowed down a bit at the end. I need to slow down in the beginning a bit, but average heart rate was still pretty good. Just got a bit high on the hills. Running's feeling pretty good. Biking's feeling pretty good. Just gotta get swimming back up there. Nice to have that done. Let's go. Good morning. I slept not great last night. I don't really know why. I went to bed at a good time. I just couldn't fall asleep. Oh yeah, I cut my hair too. Now it's time for a long ride, which on not enough sleep, which will be interesting. But hopefully I'm able to power through. Bibs. On. Nasty ass gel. Time to consume. Bottoms up. It's not as bad today. Alright, there's some caffeine. Gonna be going. Let's go. Time to try out the new tennis balls. Mind if I hop on? Why, hello, D. Maria. We meet again. Alright, about 45 minutes in, which is halfway. Gonna take a gel and keep going. Probably will be about 34, 35 miles today. So, new longest ride. Yeah, feeling all right. Not great, but all right. Let's get it. I'm just eating a granola bar before I go swim, but I realized I'm gonna keep the granola bar in the wrapper person now. No, I never used to be. I always used to take the entire thing out of the wrapper, but now I keep part of it in. So I'm curious what you guys are, but I'm a changed man, I guess. All right, swim is done. We didn't hit the 200-yard goal this week, sadly, but I feel like I made a lot of progress today. I kind of just focused on my kick and maintaining calm, and by the end of it, I felt like I'd made a lot of progress on that. So I was trying to do like the kick every time you pull sort of thing. After like the first 25, I would kind of lose rhythm and freak out and then do like little kicks that were just wasting a bunch of energy. So I just switched it to something more simple of continuous little kicks and like making sure I'm doing it slow. So that way I don't have to think about it as much and I fall out of rhythm a lot less. It still happens, but it's a lot easier to keep that simple rhythm and not freak out. And also I tried to focus on rotating on my side a little more and just keeping relaxed. And that helped a lot. I think it brought my heart rate down quite a bit in my intervals. So I'm excited to bring it to bat next week, and I think next week I can definitely hit that 200-yard goal. 200 yards swimming continuous. That's the goal next week. I think we can do it. Tune in next week to see if I did it. I think I'm gonna do it. What else today? We have a lift. All right, Josh and Post here. Here I'm just giving a little intro and my cat's being really cute. So here's my cat because that's the important thing. Here I am trying to give an intro again. I tried to record a voice in like real time, but it was really bad. So I figured I'd just do a voiceover. Here's my first exercise. It's Bulgarian split squats, just doing 3x12 each leg, keeping it light. Don't want to be too sore for my cardio work. Here's my cat playing with its cat tree and being really cute again and distracting me while I was talking. Here I am flexing my arm after doing a leg exercise, as you do, and here I am being a klutz, tripping over the bench and almost dying. Next, I did overhead press for shoulders. I just did 3 sets. I think the first set I got 15, but then my shoulders gave out pretty fast because they're not as trained as they normally are. So I think I did like 15, 12, then 10 or something like that. But that was my last set there. You can see I was pretty fatigued, but felt good to get the shoulder work in. Next, I did some curls. I like to do these on an incline because I feel like I get a better stretch in my bicep, which is how you grow your arms. And the main goal for arms is still hypertrophy because, yes, that's what's important for arms. But yeah, that was tough, but always appreciate a good arm workout. Here I did some overhead skull crushers. So these target your triceps. Really focusing on controlling the eccentric as I do for all motions, but really making sure of that on these. And then lastly, some lat raises. I actually supersetted these with the triceps since they're different muscle groups. They're fine to do supersets on. Maybe slightly less optimal, but much more time efficient. And lastly, I just did some calf raises because calves are my weak points. Okay, bye. All right, we got the long run started. About 1.5 miles into it, but we got a big snowstorm last night, so running through some crazy snow, and it's tiring. My pace is definitely going to be slower this long run, but we're going to get it done. Aiming for about 10 miles. Yeah, let's do it. All right, about 4 miles in now. Just took my first gel. 6 miles left. This is rough. Look at this. These are the conditions I'm dealing with. This is a rare plowed stretch of sidewalk. But usually I'm running through like 4 inches of snow. Gonna get the last 6 miles. Let's get it. We're 8 miles in now. So whole stretch, 2 more miles left. I feel okay. Getting a little annoyed of running through 4 inches of snow. Constantly feeling like I'm gonna roll my ankle or something, but I'm proud of myself for getting out here and getting this done, because in the past I would have never done this. I would have sat inside, maybe got a lift in, but I wouldn't have considered going for a run with this much snow. So sometimes it's fun to do crazy things like this. I'm the only one out here. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm done. All right, 10 miles done in a winter storm. That was tough, but it was cool to do it, because like I said, this is nothing I used to even consider doing. So yeah, long run done for the day. That's all the training for the week. See you in the recap. And go out and run in winter storms sometimes. It's fun. My main lesson this week is try something new. Trying something new can be really scary because you're almost guaranteed to be bad at it at first, but I think the rewards heavily outweigh the potential downsides of trying something new. Sure, you might fail at first, but that process of getting better you get addicted to. And you may not think you have time, but you can almost always make time to do things that are important to you. For example, I used to only lift, and I thought, I don't have time to run. Like, I don't have time to have other hobbies. Lifting is my thing. But then I got into running, and I made time for it. And then, for example, this basement, this was an unfinished basement. I had never done like a renovation project myself, but I was like, I want a nice finished basement where we can spend time and have fun and have a little bit more room. So I renovated the basement by myself. I think trying new things is something that people kind of steer away from, but I think it's one of the biggest joys in life is learning a new thing, getting good at it, and then sharing that with others and reaping the benefits yourself. So go out there, try something new this week. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Let me know what I can improve. Let me know what you liked. I'd really appreciate it. Have a good one. See you next week. Bye.